Hola, buenos dias, guten Morgen, and bonjour. So today's quest to fitness for the Camino de Santiago, which is coming up next Monday, takes me to a school parking lot trail. So, well, this is not in the parking lot, but it goes around the parking lot and then out here on this little trail. And yeah, it's real pretty out this morning. So I thought I'd get this walk out of the way. This guy over there, he had the same thought. Yeah, he told me wants to get it out of the way before it turns hot here today. So right now it's a pleasant, 70-ish. So it's very nice. Fahrenheit, of course. So yeah, I come out here a lot. They have cool stuff here at the school. There's a nice playground, and you got your soccer. So yeah, and there's some nice neighborhoods. So yeah, it's pretty cool here. It's nice and safe out here. Definitely no possible assaults like on my trail yesterday. I don't know if y'all follow my quest to fitness here, but yesterday's video was at Kefauver Park, which is a park in Madisonville, Tennessee. And yeah, they have an occasional assault there and occasional murder. Yep. This is way safer. It's like right in the open here, and yeah, nothing much can happen here. So it's fairly flat. This is a little uphill right now, but it's no big deal. So I've taken my e-bike out here actually on several occasions, so it's kind of fun to ride e-bikes here, yeah. Except it's a little narrow, so if you come by people, yeah, you have to either ride in the grass or they step out of the way. It's one or the other. But yeah, I like coming out here. It's very nice. So next Monday, it's time to go to the airport and on to Spain. So we're going from Knoxville to Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, there's an overnight flight to Madrid. And from there, I'm going to take a train to Palencia. And in Palencia, I will rent a car that takes me to the pueblo. So in this pueblo that I'm going to, I actually have a house. And it's going to be super cool because it's right on the Camino de Santiago. And I'll do various hikes and little walks out of the pueblo and just enjoy Spanish country living. So yeah, I love the pueblo. There are only like maybe right under 200 inhabitants. So I think I've met most of them. I've had the house for a couple years now, so I've been over there on various occasions. So once a year they have a thing called the Fiestas, which is a week-long daily celebration. And they honor the Maria Magdalena, who is the patron saint of the local church there. So yeah, this goes on for a whole week, but I'm going to miss it again. It's the second year in a row that I've missed it because I won't be there anymore when this happens. So last year it was the last week in June, I want to say, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's always the last week in July. So every little town in Spain has their own fiesta, and they're all happening at different times. So one day I was going on a little walk to Rio Viejo, and lo and behold, they were celebrating the beginning of the fiesta. Look, there's a nice magnolia tree, if you can tell. So we have nice, pretty magnolia trees here. They grow very tall. They had them in Spain too. But I don't think the ones in Spain grow as tall. I could be wrong, but I've seen some in Palencia at the train station. They have a little park there. And I forgot the name of the park. Los Jardinillos, that's right. Los Jardinillos, yeah, they have a nice little pond type thing there, and all around it, there are these concrete benches, which people complain about, that they're made out of concrete. And they have magnolia trees, but they're the little kind. So right there, these people have cut down several trees all the way to the stump. I guess they were in the way of the power lines. I don't know. I don't even see power lines over there. I don't know what they're doing. But we've had some tremendous storms here lately. So on account of that, we've had a lot of fallen trees. So I haven't really followed this trail lately. So I don't know what happened to these trees that deserved to have this fate. So this is a nice peaceful way to get your walk in. So right here we come to a memorial stone. So right here, this is this walking trail was actually established. It was dedicated in memory of Charles Tate. He was a coach at this school for his love of education and fitness. So yeah, this guy, I think he died in a motorcycle accident. Yeah, that was very tragic because he was a very popular coach. So that happened. It doesn't say when this happened, but it was a while back. But it did happen since I've been living here, and I've lived in this county for almost a quarter of a century. Can you believe that? Just wondering what was going by. Is a tractor of some sort. So you can take the loop all the way around, and it's about a mile around, like just under a mile. So if you make a little extra loop at one part, then you get your complete mile in. And of course you can go as many times as you want to. A lot of people come out here to walk. A lot of the teachers actually come out in the mornings in the dark, so I would find that highly dangerous. You have to be careful in the dark. And they're not wearing any neon-colored safety vests or anything of that nature. No, they just come out here and think people will see them. But yeah, I hope they'll stay safe. So here's another soccer field. Yeah, so we got two. So I don't know, you might find this boring or something, but it's very convenient. You just, after school, people can just start walking here. So it's pretty cool. Now this is not the school where I'm a teacher at. It's a different school. So yeah, I've been a teacher of foreign languages for 25 years. So this next year is going to be my year 25 that I've been in this county. And they always ask me, when are you going to leave? When are you going to quit? When are you going to retire? Well, I would like to retire, that's true, but teaching is kind of fun. It's especially fun when you have the whole summer off. You think very favorably about your job when it's summertime. So you have all that free time. There's pretty much no other job where you have this much free time. It's being a teacher. So, yeah. yeah, I would like to spend a lot more time in Spain, but honestly, with the situation with the politics right now, I just don't even know if I can risk it. So, giving up my job, that is. So yeah. But anyway, so we're coming onto the parking lot here. So you can go around the school or you can go through it. Let's go around it. See right there at that opening? You can actually go through it if you feel like it. So there are, different options. So let's keep on walking. So some people are here at school. You wonder why they're here during the summer. It's probably administrators, maybe the secretarial staff. Here you see school buses parked. So if you're watching from another country, this is what our school buses look like. Yeah. So down there they have the teen center. So you see some kids playing right there. So they have a summer program apparently. And they also have a summer feeding program here where kids can show up and eat breakfast and lunch at these schools. At my school they're not doing that, but this is for the lower grades. So they can come and get their meals. So that's pretty cool. They also pass out bags of groceries and food every Friday. So that's kind of cool. They're doing that at my school too, which is a high school. Because in this economic situation, some people are having a hard time. So over here you see the blue top building. That's the Boys and Girls Club. Doesn't look like anybody is in there. They have the bus parked there. So I'm going to show you how that looks like from behind here. So far it's not even hot. So today's UV index is a 10. 10 is not the highest. Did you know it goes to 11? I didn't even know that. But yeah, so you want to make sure you don't expose your skin too much to UV 11. Is probably a bad idea. So I've actually been out almost every single day since we left out of school, which was May 30th. So May 30th was the grand opening of the Bald River Falls bridge. They reconstructed the bridge and they put a new observation area. So right after we got out at 10 o'clock, school was dismissed at 10 o'clock for the teachers. 10 a.m., can you believe it? And so we drove straight up to see the waterfall area. So you can also find that in my videos. So if you look at the playlist for prep for Camino de Santiago, you can see every single hike or walk that I've done since we got out of school. So right now there are 15 videos on there already. See, there's a nice playground. Oh, that is the Boys and Girls Club. They are apparently open. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, there they are all playing. Okay, so yeah, I made 15 videos. This is video number 16 since we were dismissed from school at 10 o'clock on the 30th. So it's pretty cool. I feel like I am well prepared for European walking now. So yeah, around here, I don't know if you're watching from another country, you're probably super used to walking many kilometers or miles, whatever the case may be, in your country. But in America, I don't know, people are kind of, I don't want to call us lazy, but we go everywhere we go by car. So if you go from that situation to the Camino de Santiago, it's just asking for trouble if you're not prepared. So a lot of people will tell you, okay, when you do the Camino, you don't need to practice, just, start walking. Yeah, it's not like that, because if you're not even used to ever walking, well, you only walk on the weekend, which in my case, I mostly just walk on the weekends when we decide to go up to the mountains to a hike or something. Yeah, you're just not prepared. Your feet are not prepared for that kind of thing. So right here they have a little loop. So I'm going to take this little loop. So they have this outer big loop, and then we've got a little loop here. So as you can see, that kind of adds up to a mile. So if you turn on your smartwatch, or however you measure your walks every day, you can see how far you can get. But yeah, like all around, it's about a mile. So right now we're on 0.69 of a mile from where I started. It is a nice, beautiful day. See these nice blue skies? It's great. Yesterday, when I went to Kiefer Park, the wind was blowing, and if you watch that video, you will hear the wind in the background. So I need to start getting used to using my microphone. That's good for the wind, like this, the one that's like fuzzy looking. Looks like a feather thingy. Yeah, I need to start using that when it's windy outside, especially in Spain. So my house is on the meseta, and in the meseta it is pretty much always windy. So I have that thing packed, and I want to make sure that I use it. So if you want to like and subscribe to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it, because I'm trying to grow the channel, and sometimes the algorithm gets confused, because when I'm in Spain, I make videos from Spain, then all of a sudden the algorithm is not used to sending my stuff out, and they want to send it out like I'm in the United States. So yeah, it's a little confusing for the algorithm, but maybe it'll get used to it quickly. So I'll be there for a whole month, so it seems like it should get used to it. So here's some woods. So what you don't want to do in East Tennessee is just randomly go in the woods. So I tried to caution people on that yesterday, but kids will do it. Like, see, there's a little opening right there. I can tell already that kids been in there. You have to be careful, because we have two kinds of poisonous snakes. One is a rattlesnake, and one is the copperhead. So if you have an encounter with one of those, you better back off. So we're advised to always keep our eyes on the ground. As you can see, I'm just walking with my Birkenstocks here. They're very comfy. So another hike that we did the other day was in the woods in Maryville, and it was completely muddy there. It was awful. And my video footage, you can look at it, the Maryville College Loop is on my channel. Yeah, it's super muddy. And so we were planning on doing the loop, which would only be 2 miles, but then at one point you couldn't continue because you had to cross a creek with a couple of logs. And yeah, what if the logs move and you fall in the creek? I didn't feel like doing that. So consequently, we turned around. And then on top of that, we got caught up in the middle of an ultra marathon race. So that was rather weird. The people didn't seem to care too much, but it was odd. Yeah. We didn't mean to do it, but by the time we realized we were stuck with them, it was too late. There was no way out. So you had to turn around by those logs and go the other way. Okay, these kids are wild out here. But yeah, this is the school parking lot loop. So one can go to the right or to the left. So I'm gonna get off here. And yeah, please like and subscribe the channel. So on Wednesday, we're going to, a friend of mine and we are going to do the Athens Trail, and we will show you what it's like there. They have this trail that goes around their very elaborate sports complex. So that's about a 3-miler. And yeah, I'm definitely not going to get lost on that, because some of the trails I have memorized. That is one of them. I've been there so many times. But it's slightly challenging because when you first start, it's like straight up. It's like, yeah, going vertical. It's crazy. But after that, it kind of evens out a little bit. And it's not like that anymore. But yeah, I'm going to get off here. And y'all have an awesome day. And I'm going to go around one more time, just for fun, before it gets hot. So like and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in these kind of videos about walking. Yeah, walking in small towns in the United States, and of course the Camino de Santiago, as well as talking about learning languages. So I am a language teacher. No, I didn't talk about any languages or anything of that nature right now because we're out of school. But yeah, while I'm in Spain, I will teach you some Spanish words, localized words. It's kind of funny because I had taught Spanish for 30 years. And when I first arrived in the Palencia area, honestly, I couldn't understand any of the foods they were serving at restaurants. So it took a while to get used to that, but I'm used to it now. So I will show you around the bakeries and grocery stores and all this cool stuff. And the Camino, of course. So yeah, I'm getting off here. So everybody, y'all have an awesome day. And if you're on the Camino, buen camino.